When you run PipeRider, it creates some recommended assertions for you. Data assertions are how you test the quality of your data and ensure that it stays within the bounds that you expect. So I'm within a taxi fare project here. Let's take a look at the assertions that PipeRider has generated. So the assertions are located inside the PipeRider folder, inside an assertions folder. So let's take a look at the high fare table. We can see that PipeRider is asserting that the fare amount column, the maximum range for this column, should be within this range here. So let's adjust this range down a bit and see how PipeRider handles that. So what PipeRider is going to do first is go out and profile the data again to make sure we're working with the most up-to-date data. And then after it finishes profiling the data, it will then test that profile against the assertions that we've created or the ones we've just edited. So we can see here that actually there are a couple of errors here. So we can see that the fare amount is now outside of the bounds that we set. So we said it should be within this range here, but the maximum value is actually outside of this range. And in between recording videos, I've changed the data inside this table here. So actually we can see that now there are less columns that are expected. So this is how PipeRider helps you, by helping you to better understand your data by showing you what's happening when your data changes, and then you can adjust the assertions to meet whatever expectations you have on that data. So let's take a look at the report that was generated. So we can see here that the summary is listed here, and then all of the tests that were ran and any that failed. So let's take a look at the fare column. So the data profile is in here, of course, and then on the test tab we can see that the fare amount failed because it was outside of the range that we set. So PipeRider has built-in assertions that you can use. If you check the documentation, you can see there's a ton of column and table assertions that you can set for yourself. You don't just have to use the recommended assertions, you can also create your own assertions from scratch using these built-in assertions.